What is going on, YouTube? This is RedHorseNoggle coming at you with a Call of Duty commentary. And yes, I know what you're about to say. It's been a while since you uploaded. I know. I apologize. Just recently started school. Yeah, basically. You guys know by now school is, it's not good. Nobody likes schools. Neither do I, so I've been busy with school, trying to get up with everything that's been going on at school and stuff, so yeah, school's important, so I have to make sure that's a priority. But now I'm officially off of school, and now I can go back to making you guys some videos. And today we are going to talk about the World War II beta. And I know I'm a little bit late on this topic. I've been late for what, like a month or 2 weeks? I don't know. I can't remember when the beta ended. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. But the World War II beta has ended for a while, and I wanted to talk about it, but I simply couldn't make the video for some reason. But now I'm finally here to talk to you guys about the World War II beta, and here's I'm gonna tell you everything about my thoughts in terms of my thoughts and opinions about the game, what they should fix, and will I actually buy it and give you guys content in November. So we're gonna go over all that. So let's get it out of the way. Alright, so first thing I want to talk about is the actual gameplay. How does the gameplay feel? Does it feel smooth? Does it feel clunky? Me personally, I felt like the gameplay was sort of smooth at times. I didn't think the gameplay was that bad overall. I actually like the way the game actually played out, like in terms of presentation. The game looked very nice in terms of gameplay. When I played on my PS4, it looked great and stuff like that. In terms of like the gun movements, the aiming down sights and stuff, I feel like a little bit wonky at times, but I can handle it. Like sometimes the aim down sights will be a little bit too slow, or just some of the gameplay mechanics are just a little bit wonky in my opinion. So I'm hoping they fix some of the gameplay mechanics, like sometimes the radar. I feel like I like the radar, but sometimes I wish we would have gone back to the regular square radar, but I don't know what I was doing there. But I wish we gone back to the square radar. Just keep it simple. I mean I like the way they thought about it, with the circle and stuff. I thought that was very creative, but I'm not saying the circle radar is a bad thing, but it's just a little bit harder to see enemies on the map. But that's just my opinion. I'm hoping they bring back the square map on the upper left corner of the screen, but that's what I'm hoping for in November. But I don't think it's gonna change, but I'm fine with it. That's just my opinion. But yeah, the radar I think is fine, but even though I think we should have gone back to the actual square mini-map. But in terms of gameplay, I thought the gameplay was just fine. It's not the best game. It's not the best game ever, but in terms of gameplay, but the gameplay is fine in my opinion. So yeah, the gameplay doesn't really need to be changed, but it might need to be tweaked a little bit. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the gameplay. And what I also want to talk about is the score streaks. Instantly, right when I saw the score streaks, I saw the point values. The point values is what really irritated me in the beta. I don't know why they decided to put a UAV for 500 points. I know Black Ops 3 had the UAV for 500 points, which didn't make sense at all in my opinion, because UAV should be one of the easiest streaks to get. It doesn't really last long. It doesn't feel very rewarding when I get it, because literally I have to go into Bloodthirsty to get a UAV. But once I get it, sometimes it's just shot down in the air, and it doesn't feel rewarding. So I'm hoping that they change the score streak values, and some of the score streaks, like the care package, is a little bit high. 600 points for a care package doesn't seem too right. I think the care package should be, at the same as the UAV, 500 points, or maybe a little bit lower. I don't know, but some of the upper streaks too need some tweaking, like the glide bomb. The glide bomb should be a little bit more. Actually, most of the score streaks, in my opinion, they're really weak. I mean, the glide bomb, sure, you could say like, oh, it's all right, and I forgot what that score streak's called. When the planes come down, you get to shoot at enemies on the ground. That one's a little bit weak in my opinion, even though I did get one feed once. You're lucky if you get a feed with that thing. But yeah, some of the score streaks need some buffs. They need some point values tweaks. So yeah, I mean the score streaks, I'm hoping they're good by launch, but I don't know, man. sometimes they don't really change the score streaks in Call of Duty games, but I'm hoping they change it in World War II because this game seems very promising. But I don't know if they're actually going to change the score streaks, but I'm hoping the score streaks will change because I'm hoping for some good score streaks because we haven't gotten some good score streaks in a while. So yeah, that's my opinion on score streaks. I think they should be buffed. Yeah. Also, I want to talk about the guns and the sounds of the guns. Well, actually, I'm not going to talk too much about the sounds. I'll go briefly into them. But the guns, you have a lot of classic guns in this game. A lot of iconic weapons in this game too, of course. But what was I going to say? You got guns like the PPSH, the STG, the Springfield coming back. The MP40 I know is going to be in the game at launch. You got the I think it's the WAF. Yeah, the WAF. You got the grease gun. You got there's a lot of variety of guns. You have the M1 Grand 2. Yeah, there's just a lot of guns in this game, which I like it. I really do. And I'm hoping there's more weapons at launch instead of the supply drops, because I know there's gonna be supply drops in the game. I'm just hoping that there's a huge variety of weapons in World War II at launch, and not just, you know, the regular 30 weapons that's always in the game. But I'm hoping for change, and I know that's what Sledgehammer wants, change. But in order for change to happen, they need to increase the amount of guns in World War II. I know there's not like, actually there's a good amount of weapons that were used in World War II, so it makes sense that they actually expand the amount of weapons that are in a Call of Duty game. Go out. I wish they would just go out in terms of the weapons. I don't want any weapons and supply drops, which I know is gonna happen. So I don't see the point of me saying that, but you know, I'm hoping for a variety of weapons in the game, because the variety of weapons we had in the beta was good, but you know, mostly people used the same gun. It was either, you know, STG, PPSH, Type 28, I think. Type 100. What am I saying? Type 100. Sometimes when it came to the snipers, it would be the Commonwealth. So I'm hoping, you know, the weapon variety is a little bit better, because they need to balance that out, because there's more weapons being used than others, more being outshined than others. So hopefully they fix the balance between that in terms of launch. I know that's not all the guns we're getting in the game, so I'm hoping there's more guns in the game. I know we're gonna get the MP40, obviously. It's not gonna be a World War II game without the MP40 and some other weapons. I don't know. We could find out. We'll find out at launch. And I also want to point out the created class system. I give props to Sledgehammer for trying something different. I really do. I applaud them for trying something different, or changing up, you know, something. And it was a created class, but in my opinion, I did not like the created class in this game. I don't. I really don't. They restrict a lot of stuff, like the suppressors for the SMGs, you know, stock and what is this? Yeah, stock for the assault rifles only for the infantry class, and goes for the snipers. What is it? I forgot the shotgun thing. I forgot. I don't remember all the infantries, but no. Well, actually, I can't even remember the names. I suck at this. I can't even remember all the names, but you guys get what I mean. But I just wish that the loadouts, or they would switch up the created class somewhat, because I missed the pick 10 system. The pick 10 system was simple. It was really, really simple. Pick 10 items that you want to use. That's it. That's it. 10 items. Each would cost 1 point. And to me, it was simple. It was plain but simple. And I don't know why they departed from the pick 10 system. I understand it might have been repetitive, but you know, it's simple. That's what it is. It's simple. You know, I thought maybe they might have gone back to the pick 13 system, which it would be god awful if they implemented score streaks into the class, because that was just awful from Infinite Warfare. Not Infinite Warfare. What am I saying? Advanced Warfare. Excuse me. But they need to fix up the created class system, because even though I appreciate them for trying something different, it's not working out. They need to change up the created class. Something needs to be done with the created class. Tweak it a little bit. I don't know. I know this is, you know, a big part of the game, and it might not be changed, but I'm hoping, you know, it's tweaked a little bit by launch. So, because I think the created class is one of the most important systems in Call of Duty. So hopefully it's changed by launch. Also, I want to talk about connections and hit detection. You see, what really irritated me in this beta is that, or yeah, it really irritated me in the beta is that there's no ping bars. There's no ping bars. And to me, that made me have flashbacks to Call of Duty Ghosts. Because Call of Duty Ghosts, they kept saying dedicated servers, but we actually didn't. They keep saying we got dedicated servers, but it didn't feel like we were playing on dedicated servers because I kept experiencing lag personally for some reason. Even though, you know, my internet's not that bad, because I know some of you are going to say like, oh, your internet's probably bad. You don't use an Ethernet cable. You know, why you gotta rant on Infinity Ward and Ghosts like that? You know, maybe your internet is trash. I don't care. Anyways, but to me, the fact that you don't put ping bars in the game already, it tells me that you're lazy. It tells me that you're lazy to put ping bars in the game, because sometimes I'll feel like I'm lagging or something, but you know, I can't check my ping bar because there's no ping bars in the game. You know, at least in what is it? In Infinite Warfare we got ping bars. At least freaking Infinity Ward learned from their mistakes, but not. But apparently Sledgehammer just said, whatever. We'll just not put ping bars in the game. There's even no ping bars in MWR. So I mean, if you gotta put ping bars in the game, you can't just assume that nobody's going to lag with these servers. You have to put ping bars in the game, because you don't know if somebody's gonna lag and then they're gonna complain and be like, oh, I'm lagging, but they can't check. You know, it's always nice to check your connections, because, you know, what's the point of playing if you're not gonna have a good connection? I mean, come on guys, have some logic in yourselves, please. But anyways, in terms of hit detection was a bit wonky. That's from my experience. The hit detection was a bit wonky. At times I would shoot people in the arm or the chest or the head, but they would still survive. I would put so many bullets, and it's just a back and forth thing. If the time to kill feels like Black Ops 2. It's slow, but you know, it's weird. It's weird to explain. It's like it took a long time for me to kill some enemies because it took so many bullets, but when somebody kills me, it's quick as hell. It's really quick as hell. And that I mean, it's happened to me before, and my mind just keeps getting blown, because it's like I shoot at you so many times that you should be dead. You shouldn't be able to survive. And it's just sometimes I shoot first, but I die first. And I know that's a famous catchphrase for apparently, but you know, I shoot first, I die first. It makes no sense. They need some fixing in the time to kill. I feel like the time to kill is okay, but they need to tweak it a little bit, because it makes no sense the fact that I'm shooting someone 7 times or 6 times and I'm still not killing them, when they could just turn around and shoot me in the chest or the head in 4 shots. Makes no sense. And the flinch too. The flinch annoys me in this game too. The flinch, sometimes it reminds me of Black Ops 3. Because I'll shoot at somebody, but then their screen goes up in the air, and then sometimes they get a headshot on me and I lose the gunfight. That pissed me off from the beta so much. I can't even tell you guys. It pissed me off from the beta so much. It really did. It really did. But anyways, those 3 components need to be fixed. The connection was okay. I mean, it'll be okay at best. I made it experience much lag, but the ping bars, as I said before, hit detection needs to be fixed too. Shoot first, die first needs to be fixed somehow, some way. I don't know how, but it needs to be fixed. It really does. And I also want to talk about the maps. The maps, I don't even know what they were thinking with some of the maps. I understand they wanted to be historically accurate for the multiplayer, but you know, to make you gotta go with the Call of Duty component, man. You can't just go make a multiplayer map based off of, you know, an iconic location, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I thought it was very creative of them, actually, you know, going to these landmarks and, you know, getting, you know, the whole idea of, you know, where the soldiers were during World War II. I find that unique, but, you know, this is Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not, it's not accurate. I mean, when it comes to multiplayer, logic is thrown out the window. Like, everything's out of the window. You're probably gonna you see taunts, you see high fives, you see salutes and stuff. Like, everything is, like, the fourth wall is broken in multiplayer. So, as I was saying before, in terms of the maps, there were 3 or 4 maps. I don't know. There was the forest map. There was the Point du Hoc, Gibraltar, which was probably the worst map in my opinion. And then that map, I forgot. It was the extra map they added in the second weekend. You guys know what I'm talking about, probably. I don't know, but they added that extra map. Let me go through the maps again. Hold on. The forest. I thought the forest map was okay. You know, normally people head glitch in the MG turns. It gets a little bit annoying. Yeah, sometimes people head glitch on those maps. It gets really annoying, really tedious because it's like I can't shoot them, and sometimes I shoot them in the head, but they still survive. They still survive, and it really annoys me. So the forest map is okay. Point du Hoc was probably my favorite map, and it actually feels like a World War II map because you got all the trenches. You got all the trenches and stuff. You know, you got the lanes and stuff. You can flank and stuff. It's a really fun map for me, and it's probably the smallest map in the game. I don't know. Next up, Gibraltar, probably the worst, one of the worst maps in the beta, in my opinion. I mean, you got different levels. The map is not ginormous, but it's pretty big. People like to head glitch all the time. And sometimes, I forgot to mention this actually, the spawns sometimes never flip. I don't understand what they were thinking with that. The spawns need to flip, otherwise this is going to encourage spawn camping. Or spawn trapping, excuse me. Spawn trapping, because, you know, if the spawns don't flip, then people are going to spawn trap, and that's going to make people pissed and leave the games. And maybe even stop playing your games. But that's just my opinion, so I just wanted to point that out. The fact that the spawns sometimes don't even flip, which really annoys me, because I don't know what they were thinking, or if that was just a glitch or something. I don't even know what they were thinking in terms of, you know, the spawns flip like once or twice. Like, dude, if somebody's spawn trapping, the spawn's gotta flip, otherwise it's gonna be unfair to the other team. But Gibraltar, not really the best map in my opinion. Sometimes I'll shoot somebody, you know, in a head glitch spot, but they'll flank me or something. It's just, it's hard to explain because, you know, the only way you can figure this out is by actually playing the game. But in my experience, I did not like Gibraltar. Head glitch spots all around the place. You know, snipers sometimes camp. It's just it's not really fun map. I don't know. It's not really that good of a map. I'm hoping there's not any more maps like that in the actual game, because if there are, then I'm just not gonna have a good time with the game. And last but not least, that map. I keep forgetting the name. I think it was no. It's it with a K. I don't know, but it's the one with the towns and it has the 2 lanes and stuff. So I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But that map was probably one of the worst maps with Gibraltar that I played in the beta, because in the beginning there would be snipers all around the place, people head glitching, people flanking, I'm getting outgunned, it makes no sense. Sometimes I use an STG, I'll get outgunned by an SMG. Sometimes I use an SMG, I'll get outgunned by an AR. Makes no sense. That map was literally garbage in my opinion. I mean, if there's not snipers playing on the map, then okay, like the map is okay at best. But if there's a bunch of snipers playing that map, you're done. The map is not fun anymore, because there's just a bunch of open lanes, and it's just gonna be a sniper fest. I feel like that map is going to be, you know, Sniper's Paradise. I don't know. It could be like Stonehaven, you know, a lot of open space, you know, and a lot of open lanes, and just snipers popping heads. Snipers popping heads all around the place on that map. But anyways, I think the maps in not Infinite Warfare, what am I saying? I think the maps in World War II will be okay. I'm hoping there, actually I heard that there's going to be even bigger maps, which really scares me, because I don't know if they learned from Call of Duty Ghosts that big maps don't really make a good Call of Duty game. Like, stop trying to be Battlefield, bro. Please. Please. Alright? Just make simple, small and medium maps. They work the best for Call of Duty. That's what Call of Duty is known for. And not large maps. So keep it simple, small to medium maps at launch, hopefully. And let's talk about my final verdict on the beta. if I were to rate the beta, I would give it like a 6. A 6 at best, a 5 or 6 around there. I thought the beta was, you know, it had complications at times. You know, I didn't think the gameplay was that bad at all. You know, there was a lot of stuff that I like, a lot of stuff that I dislike, but overall I thought it was a decent beta. It was a decent beta. Was it better than Infinite Warfare? Maybe. You know, it could be. Is it better than Black Ops 3? I don't know. To be honest, I had a much better time on Black Ops 3 than World War 2, but not saying that World War 2 is bad. I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. My opinion could change at launch. We'll just have to find out, but I will be getting World War 2, you know, just to see, you know, just to get a, because I know there's also the campaign and zombies, which look cool. Campaign looks very promising. Hopefully the campaign's good, because normally World War 2 campaigns are really good. Zombies looks very promising. Saw the trailer. Forgot what the title of the map is, but the Nazi zombies looks really good. You know, zombies actually look scary and gory. It looks very promising. Very promising. So I will be getting the game at launch. I will be live streaming for you guys on that day of November 3rd. So make sure you guys look out for that on the release date of World War 2. Hoping that it's good. Hoping that my opinions change, and hoping that the game is good overall. Because all I want is just a good Call of Duty this year. That's all I'm hoping. But you know, there's a lot of bullshitty moments at times. But I don't know. We just gotta see. We just gotta see, man. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a bit of a long video. I'm sorry for that. But if you liked the video, leave a like on the video. Comment down below your thoughts on the World War II beta. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you look out for the No Mercy review this Sunday. Following after the show. Make sure you guys look out for that. And I will see you guys later. This is RedHorseNoggle. Peace out, guys.